So when it comes to celebrities, you know, there are some people that just need to stop making music. Kessa is one example. Okay, her album Period was a massive, massive flop. Okay, no one listened to it. You know, no one bought it. It sold 21,000 copies and it dropped right away. Ward is another example. Okay, her newest album, yes, it had very great first week sales, and very great first day streams, but no one isn't listening to Ward anymore. Okay, and Katy Perry is especially one of those examples of music artists from yesteryear. Keeps trying to make it big. So if you don't know, Katy Perry stopped making music because people didn't care anymore as the music just got worse. But for some reason, she decided to make a comeback in 2024. It was one of the most hated and most criticized comeback besides Will Smith's attempted comeback. Again, Will Smith should just retire. He has millions of dollars. He's 56, and yes, he kind of ruined his reputation over the past 5 years over a woman who didn't care for him. But you know, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, and a lot of these, I really do think a lot of these people really shouldn't be famous. Like, we really do make sometimes the wrong people famous, like JoJo Siwa, Katy Perry, Chaperone, Addison Ray, especially. Okay, we really do make the wrong people famous, as well. Same thing with Pedro Pascal as well. Okay, Rachel Zegua, another person who shouldn't be famous. I think really the past 20 years really proved that really like 80% of people should not be famous. 80 to 90% of people should not be famous because guess what? A lot of people get egotistical. They get their egos to their head. They really think they're this huge thing, but they're not. Like, for example, Kessa and her failed Period album. That album was such a laughable failure. Okay, of an album. It only sold 21,000 copies, and Kessa is supposed to be this huge major artist that millions of people listen to. Okay, but really almost no one cares about Kessa anymore, and her songs are not even gaining any streams anymore. Okay, no, like she doesn't even have a single song of over 1 million streams. I know sometimes TikTok and Timber, which again is a Pitbull song. She's featured in the song, so that doesn't really count. But she only has technically one song in the top, of over 1 billion streams as well. Okay, which I find pretty funny. But Katy Perry, at least Katy Perry does have a massive legacy of songs that are still very beloved, even though her newer songs are not that great as well. So yeah, Katy Perry, if you compare her to Kessa, still has 10 songs, and 9 of them are solo songs, and one of them's a feature song as well. So, but even then, Katy Perry still has tons of songs that are still very popular to this day that have over 1 billion streams, with Teenage Dream being the newest song to reach the list. I don't think she's gonna get a new song for a while because most of the songs are really her really famous songs as well. But I think when it comes to artists like Katy Perry, Kessa, and of course Ward, I really do believe we have made some of the wrong people famous as well. Okay, yes, L of the Year may praise Ward's album like it's a masterpiece, but look at the streams of how many people are streaming Virgin now. Okay, no one is streaming Virgin. Okay, no one cares about that album. Okay, as well. Okay, no one cares about Virgin. It is one of the biggest failures in modern music. Okay, as well. Okay, and but yeah, we have. I'm looking for the last update on Virgin. Okay, so remember when I talked about how Virgin was gonna be a huge flop? People were saying, "No, it's gonna be a huge success." Okay, a month. out of Virgin's release, okay, it has 2.7 million streams, okay, as well, which means it isn't even the top 20 female albums, and definitely not the top 20 albums overall on streams, okay? With David becoming the most streamed song because nobody is listening to Ward's music. David must be like the cult classic song for Ward fans as well. But I just wonder what it's like to be a fan of Ward, okay, and fan of Addison Rae, okay, where both of those albums were massive failures as well. As well, you can also look up Addison Rae's stats as well. Another artist that kind of failed as well. Okay, and they were making out like Addison Rae was gonna have Song of the Summer. Okay, Addison Rae was gonna have, according to these people, was gonna have the Song of the Summer, and you gotta think about Addison Rae has like 80 to 90 million followers on TikTok. Okay. 80 to 90 million followers on TikTok. Okay. And she couldn't get 40 followers. She could get 50,000 people to get her album day one. Okay. Yeah. But Addison was a huge failure, I think, as well. And I really do think 2025 is a pretty bad year for music. Like, every single major artist album has failed, but I think it really proves that most of these celebrities are not as big as we made them out to be. Like Addison Rae, especially. Addison Rae, you know, just because she was popular on TikTok doesn't mean people were going to listen to her music. Okay? And I'm actually looking for like the last update for Addison Rae's album. I know Virgin only had like 2.7 million in streams, but Addison Rae was supposed to have the Song of the Summer. That's what we were told by her fans, her stans, that she was going to have Song of the Summer. And if you dared criticize that, I know, yeah, I remember period. It has 781,000 daily streams. This is, again, because it's supposed to be this huge artist that, you know, everyone listens to, yet no one is listening to her music as well. They haven't even, okay, it's like a Spotify update. They haven't even, I don't remember the last time they updated Addison Rae's album. I remember last time it was like 3 million as well, okay? But I remember they were making such a big deal that Addison Rae's albums were going to do super, super well. And he was going to do like Taylor Swift numbers because Taylor Swift is, you know, old news, and Addison Rae is what Gen Z really want, okay? But yeah, that's it about this video here. And yeah, goodbye.